what can you do when you are totally helpless and you're caught in a situation where there's absolutely nothing you can do, but you're anxious, you want to get to a certain place? It happened to us the other day, Sunday morning on our way to church, and we were running late. And as we got to the car, I saw from the GPS that we're just going to make it. And I was relieved, and I thought, okay, we're not going to be early, we're not going to be able to be relaxed when we go in, but at least we'll be able to sit where we normally sit, and it will be okay. But then the unexpected happened. On our way, there's a railway crossing, and normally on a Sunday morning it's really quiet, it's no problem, you get through that very easily. There's an alternative way to go, and sometimes we take that alternative way, but on a Sunday it's normally quiet, so I just took the shortest route, and I thought, okay, it's going to be fine. But when we got there was a bit of a comedy of errors. First of all, there was a train that crossed, and there was someone in front of us that was very tentative. The driver was probably a little bit afraid of driving over the railway lines, or whatever the case was, they didn't cross when it was time to cross. And so, lo and behold, the boom started coming down again because another train was approaching. So, a quick stop for a train became a very long stop, because now all of a sudden we had to wait for this whole length of the train to come by, and we were stuck in the car. And there we sat. There was nothing I could do. I was anxious to get there. I had my plans, and my blood pressure was going up and my heart rate was going up. And I just realized in that moment that I'm living into the future, into this trouble thing. And I was just getting very stressed, and I felt like venting or doing something. And then I remembered the positive intelligence work we did in my McKay forum group, and that whenever you catch yourself in this place where you're anxious, and you're anxious about the future, or you're anxious about the past, or you've got a negative emotional state going, that you should stop and use your senses. So there I sat, and I just thought, okay, let me listen. Let me hear the train and the sounds of the train and all those sounds, and just experience the sounds. Let me look. Let me see all the train cars going by, the traffic, the other people, the people walking, the pedestrians. Look at all of them. Touch the steering wheel. Feel the weight of my body into the seat of the car. Just use all of these senses and just start getting grounded in the moment. That brought me back to the presence, to the present, and there I sat. And you know, the presence is the present. When you're in it, you're experiencing all these things, and you stop worrying about the future, you stop worrying about the past, and there's nothing that you can do anyways. So there I sat, and for a little bit of time, listened to the music, did different things, and just my senses kept me going. Eventually, the train did pass. We did get to church. We were still kind of on time. We didn't sit in the regular place where we normally sit in the church, but it was all good. And actually, it was a blessing in disguise, because we could experience the church from a different point, from a different angle, so our viewpoint was different. And we also met new people around us in the church that morning. So there you have it. Whenever you're in a situation where there's nothing you can do, where you feel anxious and you feel you're going into a negative emotional state, just use your senses. Think about the here and the now. Be present in the presence, and just be who you are. And you'll be a much happier person, and you'll go forward with much more joy. Have a great week.